Hey lemlisters! In this video, you're about to see a cool call email template that will definitely help you boost your reply rate, but also, give you inspiration on how to pitch any prospect in the world. And as always, we're gonna adapt it together to a specific prospect. So without further ado, let's dig into the process. This is the cold email template I'm talking about. It's super useful in your sales, arsenal. Like, you can adapt it to anybody, really, and as you can see, it drives really good results, and offers you a ton of options. So as you can see, if we analyze really quick this email, it consists of a really on point intro line and subject line that you need to um, get in your research, so that you understand what are the challenges or pain points of your prospect. And then the transition sentence is, it gets straight to the point, finishing with a nice personalized video thumbnail for a person. So first name changes dynamically. If you're pitching Sarah or Matthew, it will change. So do a video for Sarah, video for Matthew. And obviously it pushes for a click, so click rate, but also ultimately it will get a reply depending on how your outreach funnel looks like. If you're taking people to a dynamic landing page, or if you're taking it to a unlisted YouTube video, whatever the case may be, that's on you. So how can we use this template? So number one thing that I always, depending on the industry, of course, I always suggest to people is Facebook groups and communities in general are an amazing research resource. So you can find anything you like. And let's imagine that I'm selling lemlist and I wanna use Facebook. I'm using Facebook groups in my research. So SaaS growth hacks is an obvious vertical for us. It's filled with people, so more than 22,000 people. And if I want to play with stuff, I can use the internal search within the group and type something like cold emails. I have some filters that Facebook gives me, like, for example, most recent, but you can play with them. And there's an enormous amount of comments that I need to go through, read, figure out who are my prospects, qualify them, and do my research in essence. One of this approach will lead you to something like this. For example, Clement, if I pronounce it correctly with my limited French, is looking to get some first reviews for his WordPress plugin, and this is an interesting prospect. I mean, it's an example, but he can use lemlist, he can use cold emails to get those reviews. So what I want to do is, after I find something like this, I want to figure out some things about this guy, like where are they, like probably at the early stage, they're trying to get their first review. So you don't want to pitch him as he's uh, owning owns a plugin of thousands and thousands and thousands of users and reviews. So you want to adapt it, and that's why it's key. Like, go to his LinkedIn, go to the find out what WordPress plugin he's talking about, like do your research. And the better your research, the better and easier it is for you to create the perfect cold email. It's just like that, and that's the way it is. There's a song. I didn't plan to say this, but anyway. So let's imagine I did all this. I went to LinkedIn. I used cold CRM or Phantom Buster, whatever I'm using, to get an email or send LinkedIn prospects to my lemlist campaigns, and I want to create an email. And if you see, if you see it here, it's more or less similar to the original template. And so it starts like I was going through the SaaS growth hacks group and saw that you're looking for advice on getting more views. If you compare it with the original one, it's almost the same with the subject line, but you can get creative. Subject line can be something like, is getting reviews hard? Try this. A/B test different ways. It's always a good thing. And then a few months back, we ran a campaign to get more reviews on specific platforms we were targeting. Got a nice response. Just type lemlist reviews if you want to check. And then I shot a 3-minute video to show you exactly what we did. Plus, I added a cool email template you can use, free of charge, I promise. So if we compare it with this, it's slightly more direct, a little bit different approach, but there are similarities. The good thing about this one is that we used to we run a like a I wouldn't say like complex, but there was a specific, marketing sprint in which we got a lot of reviews on Captera, G2, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, and so forth and so on. So I know what I'm talking about, and this boosts my credibility because I'm not blog reader, not somebody who's speaking about theory, preaching theory. I'm showing him that we did it, and then it boosts my credibility so that Clement can be like, hey, Vuk knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna listen. So that's kind of the idea. And then the video, I shot a 3-minute video to show you, and like, I'm gonna show him literally. I'm gonna give him a cold email template. I'm obviously gonna position lemlist as a solution, but he can use this strategy for free. He can sign up for a free trial, which is my objective. Use lemlist to do it. He can just take the template, take the logic, use any other tool. Like I'm not like ultimately he's going to be the one who decides whether he wants to use lemlist or not. But my approach is always value oriented. Like I'm going to give you value and try to create a win-win situation. Because if you're happy with the outcome of your campaign and the experience on lemlist, I'm going to be happy with you as a happy client, right? So that's how I try to create win-win situations in inbox. And then all you want to do is you want to add a personalized image, which I'm going to show you in a second. Okay, so once you click upload image, and Lemlist will give you this image editor in which you just click on add element, click on add image. I can just throw in an image I like, so it will be this file, it will be photo. So I think it's going to be different photo because I lost my original one. But yes, I want to use it as a background, so it's G instead of this image, but the logic is the same. And what I want to add next is I want to add another image, which is going to be this nice YouTube play button, so that Clement and every other prospect knows that it's a clickable image. I'm pushing for clicks. And so I'm gonna upload a YouTube play button. Maybe decrease this a little bit. Boom. Add another element, which is gonna be meme text that I'm bullish about, but I use it all the time. So video for first name. And obviously I can play with the stuff here, like the font, the size, and everything, but I'm not going to do anything because this is just an example. I don't want to make this video last longer than it should. This is something internal Lemlist stuff. When you do cool things, you get badges, you get some cool things. But anyhow, when we're happy with the image, we just go back, and this is the template, right? So I can add obviously the link here when I just click on image and add any link I like. But the whole point with this is it gives you really a nice pitch where I show Clement like what I'm doing, how do I do it, and he can repeat the process, something similar to this video maybe, just shorter, and he can just take the approach, go sign with Lemlist. I'm gonna give another call to action at the end of the video once I bring value. So it's Gary Vee's jab, 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 right hook. And this would be my way of adapting this template and using it. And like I said, it brings a really, really, really good results because research is there. It's short, it's sharp, crisp. It's a really a win-win scenario. And yeah, that's it for this video. All I can say is if you're curious about browsing through any like other cold email templates, like we have a ton of them. So all you want to do is you want to go to cold email templates or follow-ups, and the templates are organized in categories. There's a lot of templates to go through, and if you need some sort of inspiration, I definitely suggest for you to try them up and see how they perform. And that's all for today. Hope this was useful. Let me know in the comments. Bye bye.